Charlie, what's up?
I'm good. How about you?
Same here. So I'm really excited to be here, brother.
Thank
you. Please tell us about yourself.
I am Dartey Obeng, a recent graduate from Ken University where I studied BSc Electrical and Electronic Engineering. I run Dartey Media, which is a digital media company focused on a deeper reportage of the African technology ecosystem. We currently have a podcast, and we also create original articles, research articles on what is happening locally.
What do you love about yourself? Tell us.
What do I love about myself? My perseverance and the fact that I see things differently. When everyone seems to see this way, I also look at it the other way. Sometimes people don't really understand. Sometimes I'm usually wrong, but then eventually that's what's made me who I am and made me achieve all that I have been able to achieve.
Wow. When you were little, what did you want to be?
I always wanted to be an engineer, sort of. Not necessarily an engineer per se, but someone who uses his hands to do things. So I'm not a theoretically oriented person. I'm a hands-on person, even from how I ran my company, how I studied, and even the role I'm currently playing at KNST's College of Engineering. It shows the type of person I am.
Okay, wow. So if there's anything you could do for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Anything I could do for the rest of my life?
Yes.
I guess make a difference or having insightful conversations with people, because the more you have these conversations, be it older people or younger people, the more you get their perspective on things and the more it shapes who you are. Yeah, so I think just having conversations with people and influencing people. That's what I would do my entire life.
Wow, that's great. But then you recently graduated from Ken University, and could you tell us your favorite food joint?
My favorite food
on campus,
joint?
Yeah.
I didn't really have one. I normally cook on my own.
I see.
But then if I don't have food, I buy.
So
yeah, and I bought because I was hungry. I didn't buy because I like the place. But then as usual, if I can't stay, you don't eat gobe. Exactly. Then I guess you didn't really pass through the school.
Yeah.
So I'll say gobe. But my favorite food is actually kinky.
True. So tell us, who has actually influenced you the most?
Influenced me the most? I cannot mention anyone's name per se, because it's a combination of life experiences and a lot of people who far and near, looking at their life stories, looking at what they've achieved, looking at what they go through, have actually influenced me in one way or the other. So I can't really pinpoint some people's names. Okay,
so tell me, would you be would you be an ugly genius or a good looking or stupid? Like, which one would you be? Would you be like an ugly genius or would you be good looking and stupid? Which one would you go for?
Any, because I believe everyone has their role they play, whether good looking or not. And I wouldn't really measure, because everybody has their role they play. Someone might be good looking and not that smart, but then the person plays a role in a group that's really important. Someone might not be good looking and very smart. The person also plays an equal role. So it's a half and half kind of situation.
Do you think you're brave?
Not necessarily. I don't. There are some risks I don't take. I often take calculated risks. But then I normally think outside the box and try to stand outside the box, but I don't veer too much away from what is normally done.
Okay. So what do you hope to achieve by 30?
By 30?
Yeah.
Build a stronger digital media company that actually travels throughout Africa to get content, multimedia content, which are very, very good multimedia content for the internet, because we're a digital media company. And also I want to go into research and development for robotics, and I'm still studying it. And I don't really know exactly which part of robotics, but it's most probably going to be autonomous machines. Yes, I think that's what I hope to achieve by 30.
Wonderful, great stuff there. So tell us, when did you start Dartey Media, and what was your inspiration or motivation for starting?
Okay, officially, Dartey Media started in 2016. I think that was our first year, right? Was it?
I don't know.
Yes.
You tell us.
We came in 2015. So the first year, second semester, that's 2016. That's when Dartey Media officially started. But then, back in senior high school, I went to PSEC. I was part of the editorial board, and I wrote articles that people liked. I wrote stories, short stories that people liked. So then, from there, I decided to start a WordPress blog. That's the .wordpress.com blog, and that's what I ran till later 2015, where I realized that I could actually do this better and do this more professionally. And I got some funding and bought a website, designed everything, and started my personal blog. Then back in towards the end of 2016, I officially registered my first company. Yes, which but then I was running a personal blog. So later in 2017, and I changed the blog's name to Dartey Media, and that's what I've been running since.
So what do you think about how do you actually think we can achieve gender equality?
How can we achieve gender
especially
equality?
in STEM?
Okay, so I've been teaching since 2015. I was with the Ghana Robotics Academy Foundation, where we teach high school students about robotics. And in my classes, we normally have an equal representation, so an equal representation of male and females. So teaching them, one thing I realized was, probably because of how females are brought up, they tend to be more timid. But the more you encourage them and the more you actually get them involved in the class, the more they get more interested in what you are talking about. And also too, you should also, for what I do is that before every class, I set out a couple of rules and a couple of expectations. And one is we are all equals here. Two is, in my classes, either you know or you do not know. And if you know, you have the responsibility of helping someone who doesn't know. And if you do not know, you have an equal responsibility of asking someone who knows, so that you can reach a point of knowledge. So I believe these small things that I did actually will go a long way in encouraging women. And even currently with the College of Engineering Innovation Center that I run, I work with females also, and females are as good as males. The only difference I see is the sex, but females are as good as males. And the more we encourage them, the more we actually create opportunities for them, the more we can actually get them on board. And I remember we just had a signals camp. It's an engineering camp for senior high school students in collaboration with the Vodafone Foundation. And in less than 24 hours, I needed a total of 30 female volunteers, because we're bringing a lot of females, because it was a female STEM camp primarily. And George, can you believe in about 6 hours, I got close to 50 females signing up to volunteer. And we had to even cut down the numbers. I'm going everybody to me that, why didn't I tell them earlier? But then I feel females are actually gradually becoming interested in STEM, and we should create more avenues for them. And we shouldn't only just focus just on females, but also empower the males also, so that they are not left behind. Because for me in STEM, gender equality actually does exist, and it should be championed.
True. So that's really really great, because gender equality is something that is really important to sustainable development, and should cut across every sector and every area of life, including STEM, politics, education, you name it. So it's actually a great cause. So tell us, do you think Africa is actually rising? I mean, do you think Africa is actually rising?
From where I stand, there's a lot of work to be done. There's this narrative, the African rising narrative, that Africa is actually rising. Do you actually believe in that narrative? Yes, I do actually believe in that narrative, but a lot of work still has to be done, because I feel a lot of people who are running the system currently are abusing the system and not really prioritizing the growth of the continent. And I also feel the young people who will soon be in these positions of power are learning from these people and may also do the same thing. But luckily we have a smaller group of people who are actually championing the opposite and who are making sure that young people are given the opportunity to learn and build their capacity before they get into these positions of power. So I feel looking at these two situations, having hope that the good overpowers the bad, Africa will soon rise and we can actually be at par with the West in development.
All right, interesting. Well, so this one is a very you should answer this very quickly.
Okay.
On the spot.
Okay.
So describe what your crush looks like.
What my crush looks like. Okay, I don't really have a crush, but I can describe what my ideal woman will look like, or my ideal partner will look like.
Okay.
Someone who is independent, someone who pushes me to actually want to achieve more, and someone who is also trying to make a difference wherever they are.
Wow.
Yes.
So what do women say about you? Like,
I don't know. You have to ask them.
Probably you've heard some people say, "Hey, yeah, was a nice guy." Like,
I don't. Well, probably what women will say is the same thing men will say. Okay. So George, what do you think about me?
Okay, so
answer. What do you think about me? Yes, I could make it.
But I actually think I don't think what a lady will say about you is the same thing I'm going to say about you. I actually don't think so. Because girls they actually want to, especially if you are like smart, good, you're doing stuff, then it means that they want to say nicer things about you, get closer to you. So what I'm going to say about you will be different from what a lady is going to say about you. So see me in chambers.